Okay, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
The screen is visible to you. Can you see this screen ASTC rule?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. So I was explaining this ASTC rule. I almost completed it. I will repeat it in short. I told you that in first quadrant, angles are between 0 to 90. Second quadrant, angles are from 90 to 180. Third quadrant, 180 to 270, and fourth quadrant, 270 to 360. Right. Now the question is how to find their sine cos tan. Now, so we find sine cos tan by this definition: sine theta y by r, cos theta x by r. What are x and y? They are coordinates of point, and r is the radius, which is always positive. So it is with respect to x and y that we have to determine the sines. See, when angle will be between 0 to 90 degree, at that time that point on the circle will be in first quadrant, right? Try to remember that point P. And in the first quadrant, x and y are positive, so sine cos positive. That is why all the t ratios will be positive. Now in the second quadrant, y is positive but x is negative. So y is positive, so sine is positive. Sine positive, its reciprocal will be positive. I have not written anything else. Why? Because all the remaining four will be negative because of cos. Third quadrant, I have drawn this diagram. Third quadrant, see point P is here. Px comma y. In third quadrant, both x and y are negative. Angle will obviously be greater than 180 and less than 270. So since x and y both are negative, therefore sine and cos will be negative. If sine and cos are negative, then their division tan will be positive. So tan is positive and obviously reciprocal of cot will be positive. Rest four are negative. I have not mentioned there. I am already only remembering the positive values. Okay. Similarly, fourth quadrant. X is positive. In fourth quadrant, y is negative. Therefore, cos is positive. Cos positive, sec will be positive. So how to remember this rule? From all, we have picked A. From sine, we have picked S. From tan, we have picked T. And from cos, we have taken C. So the rule is ASTC. All, sine, tan, cos. If sine is positive, cosec will be positive. If tan is positive, cot is positive. If cos is positive, sec is positive. Okay. Only remember the positive values because others will be negative. Based on this, I was taking an example. This one where we are supposed to determine only the sines. We cannot find the values till now. For that, there is one more rule. But by this above discussion, we can definitely find the sines of the following values. Okay. So sine 120 degree. Can any one of you tell me what type of value will it be, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Yes,
Positive.
correct. It will be a positive value. And what exactly it will be, that we'll see. Sine 120 is positive because angle is obtuse, that is in second quadrant. Its sine will be positive. All right. Then next is cos of 330 degree. Tell me the sine.
So positive.
Positive.
Yes. Once
Positive.
again, yes. Once again, it is a positive value. Why? Because 330 degree. This angle is in fourth quadrant. Greater than 270, less than 360. And as you can see by this rule, cos will be positive, right? Okay, tell me what is tan 150 degree?
So positive.
Negative.
So,
Yeah,
so negative.
it will be a negative
Negative.
value now. Yes, because see 150 degree is second quadrant. Second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive. Rest others are negative. Second quadrant tan will be a negative value. Okay. Then okay, just think for a moment and then you give me the answer. Okay, think what type of angle is this and where exactly you are for this particular angle. Cos of minus 60 degree. Tell me positive or negative with reason. I have told you something about this.
So it will be
Positive.
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 So
Cos,
positive.
Positive.
answer
So
is correct.
positive.
What is the explanation?
So clockwise. Clockwise.
Yes, clockwise. Which quadrant first?
Fourth.
The fourth
Sir, fourth.
quadrant.
Yes, correct. Good. See, answer will be positive. Why? Because I told you that only positive x-axis is always considered the initial side. So we have the initial side of the angle. We want its terminal side, but we see that angle is negative. That reminds me of the fact that negative angles are considered clockwise. So that is why from this initial side and see this direction, this arrow, this shows 60 degree. And why only fourth quadrant? Because a quadrant covers 90-degree angle, right? In each quadrant, like 0 to 90, 90 to 180, what is the length of the interval? Or what is the length of the whole quadrant? It covers angles till 90-degree magnitude, like 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270. So we are merely rotating by 60 degree. So obviously from initial side and in the clockwise direction, this will be the required angle and it will be in, now you can write minus also, and clearly you can see that this angle is in fourth quadrant, right? So do not get confused with this minus. This is just for clockwise, anti-clockwise. Consider this whole angle with minus. It is in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos is positive. This is the way to think. Okay. This is how you get the answers. Okay, so can anyone tell me? Just think before you give the answer. Can anyone tell me? Okay, let me make a question only. Cosec minus 210 degrees. What do you think? What will be the sign?
So positive.
So positive.
Positive. Yes, positive is
Positive.
correct.
Positive.
Tell
The
me.
second quadrant.
Yes, that's correct. Second quadrant. That is correct now. See, when positive angles are there, you are moving anti-clockwise, and when negative angles are there, you are moving clockwise. So minus 210 degree. What will happen? See, this is initial side, right? Let us start
So you're
moving
not
clockwise.
audible.
Why? What happened? I am audible to everyone. What happened with you? Please check your side. Everyone is giving the answer.
Sir, you are audible.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. See, this particular angle is minus 90. Then from here to here, another 90 and 30 more, right? 30 more. So this will be the terminal side. This will be your terminal side. And you are moving in the clockwise direction. 90, 180 and 30 more. So overall, this angle in this direction, okay? This direction will be minus 210 degree. So what is the quadrant? Quadrant is second. Second quadrant cosec is positive. Okay. This is how we determine the signs of the trigonometric ratios of certain angles. Okay.
So a negative, how you do it? I didn't understand.
Clockwise direction. How you move clockwise from the initial side? This is 90 clockwise. This is 180. Then move 30 more because you have to cover 210 degree. So this will be some angle. Okay. So this angle 210 degree. This angle is 210 degree in the clockwise direction. So we write it by minus 210 degree. But at this point, at this position, this is which quadrant? You can't observe the quadrant. This is second quadrant, right?
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant cosec is positive. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, so this is one thing with respect to the quadrant system. Now, there are some questions that will be the second exercise of your textbook. There are two types of questions. Let us take the first one. You used to solve such type of questions in class 10th also. Not exactly same, but kind of. Like 10, if 10x is minus 4 by 3, where x is in second quadrant. Where x is in second quadrant. Then find other t ratios. So question used to be like this: if 10x is 4 by 3, then find other trigonometric ratio. You used to make a triangle, and from there you used to find sine, cos, etc. This time we will not make any triangle. Actually, we cannot make any right angle triangle by second quadrant obtuse angle. So if we cannot make a triangle, then how we'll find trigonometric ratios? What else we can use so that we can find sine, cos, etc.? Answer is identities. Identities is what? It is some equation which is true for all the values, right? Now listen carefully. X is in second quadrant. It is given in the question. And second quadrant 10x is negative. That is why they have given a negative value. On the basis of this information, you have to find other t ratios. Okay, who can tell me what is the trigonometric identity that relates 10x? Identity in which 10x is present. Please tell me. What is that identity?
So 10x is equal to sin x by cos x.
No, that is not an identity. You are telling formula of 10x. I am asking you what is
Plus
identity.
one plus x square.
Yes,
1 plus x square.
right. So always solve this question like this in your school exams. Even it can be asked in some objective format also. Use identities, right? So 10 is there, so we'll use this identity. Now sec square is 1 plus 10 square. Sec square x is 1 plus 16 by 9, that is 25 by 9. It is a square, so you know that two values can be there. Two values may be possible. Sec x equals plus minus 5 by 3. But what will be your answer? Both the values or any one particular value?
So negative.
Negative value, that's correct. Since sec x is negative in second quadrant ASTC rule, it is a very important rule, okay? It's negative in, it will help you in physics also. Sec x is negative in second quadrant.
Could you please scroll up?
First you understand the whole question, okay? Then I will give time. So 10x is minus 4 by 3. Then using identity in which 10x is there and using ASTC rule, okay, we calculated sec x. We have 6 trigonometric ratios. One is given, second has been calculated here. Now with the help of these two, we will calculate their reciprocals. What is cot x? Cot x will be minus 3 by 4, right? What is cos x? Cos x will be minus 3 by 5. See, all the values will come in accordance with ASTC rule. Till now, all the values are negative. Why? Because in second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive, and that we'll calculate now. And we have to use only one identity that will help us to find all the t ratios. So tan is there, cot, sec, cos, everything is there. Now we have to find sine and cosec. We will just find sine, and if we have value of sine, we will take the reciprocal. Cosec will also come. How to find it? Please see. Let us use this. We can use either tan or cot. See, what is cot? Someone was telling the formula. Now we can use the formula. This is formula, not identity. Cot is how much? Cot is minus 3 by 4. Cot is minus 3 by 4. And cot is cos upon sine. Now in this we have the value of cos x. What is cos x? Minus 3 by 5. See yourself. Minus 3 by 5 is the value of cos x. Solve this, you will get the value of sin x. How much? Minus 3 and minus 3 will get cancelled. Shift sin x to the right hand side. Bring 4 to the left hand side. This is the value of sin x, 4 by 5. See, everything will come in accordance with the ASTC rule. What is cosec x? 5 by 4. So question is very simple. First of all, from the given trigonometric ratio, okay, using identity in which it is present, find the second trigonometric ratio. Two values will come because of quadratic. Use ASTC rule. This is important, okay. Now you have two trigonometric ratios. The remaining two will be calculated by their reciprocals. Cot is reciprocal of tan, cos is the reciprocal of sec. Now after this, use tan or cot. I have taken cot, and cot is cos upon sine, right? Cot is cos upon sine. We have the value of cos. Put it here, you will get sine. After sin x, cosec x can also be calculated. So there is this whole exercise. You'll find an exercise even if you have NCRT or any other textbook. you'll find questions like these, okay, where one T ratio will be given and remaining will be calculated. So in that exercise, basically there are two type of questions. One is this, and second one, I am going to tell you now the rule by the help of which you will be actually able to calculate the values of the standard angles. I wrote some standard angle like 120 degree, 150 degree, etc. Now we will learn to find its values now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So could you please scroll up to standard angles in various quadrants? I'll just take a screenshot. I just missed that little part.
Here it is.
Done, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so what that new rule is, that new rule is actually reduction formula. In class 10th, you studied some reduction formula like sine 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus
Can you
theta, like
scroll up
that.
a bit?
You can watch it later on, what is there to note. These things are in the notes also. Try to understand the concept, that is more important. There will be so many questions. You will solve the question and you will find so many questions of this kind.
Okay, sir.
Okay, do not worry about this. You will find this same question in the notes also. I will share it today. See, the next is reduction formula. Just have some information about this. We will solve questions in the next class only. Try to understand whatever I'm going to explain you right now. So reduction formula.
Wait,
What happened?
the ASTC rule is there in the note.
Everything is there in the notes.
Okay, sir.
Each question, every concept is there in the notes. Do not worry about copying it or taking screenshots. See, these type of formula you have studied in class 10. Sin 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta, sin theta, etc. Now, similar kind of, but so many other formula will be there now. 90 plus theta, then cos 180 minus theta, then tan 270 plus theta, likewise. Okay, so try to understand the basic concept behind it. There can be plus or minus, right? There can be plus or minus. Try to understand this. Here it will be some angle, say theta. And apart from plus or minus and theta, what will be before this sign, plus or minus? It will be a multiple of 90. See, 90 into 1 is 90. 90 into 2 is 180. 90 into 3 is 270. Okay. So all the angles, they can be split in this, all these standard angles that you are going to study. Now you can split them in this form. Like for example, 120 degree. 120 degree can be written as 90 plus 30. Okay. At the same time, you can write it as 180 minus 60. That will depend on your choice. Similarly, 150 degree. 150 is 90 plus 60. At the same time, it is 180 minus 30. So either there will be plus or minus some angle, but before that, there will be multiple of 90. I hope you are getting it. So can you tell me how to express 300 degree? How to express 300 degree? In the same way, how you can write 300 degree? How to split it? See, also try to locate the quadrant of the angle. See, 120 degree is in second quadrant. Note this. So 120 is in second quadrant. So either it will be greater than 90 or it will be less than 180, right? Because in second quadrant, angle is from 90 to 180. So I can write it as 90 plus or 180 minus. Same is the case for 150 degree. But 300 degree, this is in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, angles move from 270 to 360. So either I can write it as 270 plus 30 or I can write it as 360 minus 60. I hope you are getting it. There is plus or minus in between, there is some angle. And what about these? These are multiples of 90 degree. Like for example, we have 225 degree. All these are standard angles that I told you. Okay, 225 degree. This is in third quadrant. it can move from 180 to 270. It is between 180 to 270. That is why either I can write it as 180 plus something or 270 minus something. You will have to find what that number is. So it is 45 here. So first thing, this you have to understand. Okay. Now there is this rule. There is this rule. If we have 90 into even multiple, 90 into even multiple. Wait. Suppose there is some trigonometric ratio of 90 into even multiple plus minus some angle. Then what will happen? Please remember, no change in T ratio. Understand this. What I want to tell you here, like suppose I have sine. Let me take this example. See this one. Sine 225 equals sine 180 plus 45. Now what is the meaning? T ratio means sine. 90 into even multiple. This is here. 90 into T. 90 into 2 plus 45 is there. This is not the complete rule. This is a half rule. There are two steps. So they are saying that whenever there will be even multiple here, whenever there will be even multiple here, there will be no change in T ratio. That means sine will come. Okay, sine will come. This is important. Suppose there is cos 300. No, yeah, 300 can be written. Suppose I write it like this. Suppose I write it like this. 300 is 360 minus 60. Note this angle. Note this angle. This is 90 into 4, even multiple. What is the rule? No change in T ratio. So cos will come. I have not commented about what will come after sine and cos. I am saying no change in T ratio. Okay. And if T ratio 90 into odd multiple. So either it will be even multiple or odd multiple. 90 into odd multiple plus minus some angle. What will happen? T ratio will change. How it will change? That there is a rule. T ratio will change. How? Sine will change to cos. Tan will change to cot. Cos will change to sine. Cot will change to tan. Cosec will change to sec. And sec will change to cos. It will take some time, but it will be easy for you once you understand this. Now, what I want to say, suppose I have sine 225 only, but this time let me express it as 270 minus 45. I can write it like this also. It is also 225 degree. Now what will happen? This 270 is odd multiple of 90. 90 into 3. What will happen? Sine will change into cos. I have not commented about what angle will come or what type of value it will be. That will be the second thing. That will be the second rule. So this is the rule. Like this we will change. For even multiple of 90, no change. For odd multiple of 90, change will be occurring like this. Now second thing. Always angle will come. Whatever angle was written, that will come. See, I am coming back to this question. The heading is reduction formula. Angle will be reduced. So 45 degree will come. Angle will be reduced. 60 degree will be coming. Angle is reduced. 45 degree will be coming. Last point. Now we have to decide whether plus will come or minus will come. Now I want to ask a question for you. See, sine 225 degree. Please tell me what type of value it will be. Sine 225 degree. Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative value. So if I write sine 45 degree, it will not be a negative value. Put a minus sign here. Next value, cos 300 degree. Cos 300 degree. What type of value it will be?
Positive.
Positive value. Cos 60 is
Positive.
positive. All right. Cos 300 is positive. It is changed into cos 60. Cos 60 is positive. No need to write minus. Let us come to the next question. Sine 225. It is negative value. We will have to write minus. Now let me explain all these questions together. Listen carefully. Sine 120. Sine 120. I have two options. I can go by this way. Sine 90 plus 30. So it is sine 90 plus 30. Tell me by this method, that is I have written sine 90 plus 30, whether sign will change or not. This sign sin will
So
sin
change.
So it will change.
it will change to cos. Why? 90 degree is odd multiple of itself, 90 into 1. It will change to cos. Cos of what? Angle. Last thing. What type of value is sine 20? Sine 20 is positive. Okay. And cos 30 is positive. 90 is odd multiple of 90. 90 into 1. So sine will change to cos. Angle will be reduced. And no more negative sign here. Why? Because sine 120 is positive. What is the value? What is the value overall? Root 3 by 2. Another method to get the same value. Sine 180 minus 60. Now even multiple is there. 90 into 2. That means trigonometric ratio won't change. Angle will be reduced. Will there be any sign with sine 60? Plus or minus? Plus. Why? Sine 120 is positive. What is the answer? Root 3 by 2. So either you go for 90 plus or 180 minus. You will get the same answer in both the cases. This is the rule and this is the technique to get the values of the standard angles in other quadrants. So in the next class, we will find all the values of the standard angle, that is 120, 150, 225. Though I have told you everything, if you want, you go for the standard angle and find their sine, cos, tan with the help of this rule. Okay. Otherwise, I will teach you in the next class. And this will help you to solve the next exercise in your school textbook. Okay. We will solve some more questions on this. But now since you have class at 5:45 and it's already 5:33. So I will continue with this on the next turn. Okay. This particular rule, we will solve more questions on it so that you have a better understanding. All right. So today we'll wind up our class here only. That's it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So the reduction formula on top you've written sine 90 minus theta. All of them are equal to 1, right?
Who told you?
So what is that you've written
This is
beside them?
question mark. This is not one. What are you saying?
Oh, okay, fine. So no, that's the doubt.
All right. All right.
So can you just scroll up a bit to the
Where?
ratios?
What you want? Which one?
No, like above the ratios, what you wrote.
This thing?
So above T ratio, the tan
I
into
started the rule
70.
from here, no? I started the rule from here. T ratio
So,
90 into even multi.
no,
What is it?
tan to 70 plus theta.
Wait a minute. This thing. Nothing is written. I am just telling you how to get the values. Okay. I will solve more questions in the next class. Don't worry.
So okay, so
Just try to understand this rule. No need to copy anything. Okay. You will find so many questions in the next class.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.